Real happiness is not something you buy. It is not something you win, and it is not something you find at the end of a long journey. Real happiness is something you build, quietly, inside your daily life. Many people chase happiness for years. They change jobs, they change friends, they change cities, they buy new things, they scroll for hours, they try to look successful, but inside, they still feel empty. So why does that happen? Why do some people smile deeply with very little, while others feel unhappy even with everything? Today's story will uncover the answer. And along the way, we will learn a few simple English words to improve your listening skills. So stay with us till the end. I promise this story will be worth your time. Once upon a time, in a busy city filled with lights, noise, and fast dreams, there lived a 25-year-old young man named Eli. Eli was not lazy. He worked hard, he was responsible, he was polite. But Eli had one secret problem. He didn't feel happy. Every morning he woke up and said to himself, "Today I will feel better." But by evening he felt tired again. He believed happiness was somewhere outside him, in money, in a better life, in a perfect future. He thought, when I get a bigger salary, I'll be happy. When I buy a better phone, I'll be happy. When I travel, I'll be happy. When people respect me more, I'll be happy. And every time he got something, the happiness stayed for a short time, then disappeared. One evening, Eli sat alone in his room. The city lights were shining through his window. He looked at his expensive items, his nice clothes, his new phone, and still, his heart felt empty. He whispered, "Why do I feel like this? What is missing?" That night, he couldn't sleep. The next morning, Eli went out early. He didn't want coffee. He didn't want music. He didn't want to talk to anyone. He just wanted air. He walked through crowded streets and busy markets. People were buying things. People were running. People were shouting. And suddenly, Eli felt something strange. Everyone looked busy, but no one looked peaceful. As he walked, he saw a small street he had never noticed before. It was quiet, almost hidden. At the end of that street, there was a small shop with an old wooden sign. It said, "Repair Shop." Eli stood there for a moment. Then, without knowing why, he walked inside. The shop was simple. It smelled like old books and warm tea. There were clocks on the wall, radios on shelves, and tools on the table. And in the corner, an old man was sitting near the window. His hair was white. His hands were calm. His eyes looked peaceful. He was repairing a small radio, slowly, like he had all the time in the world. The old man looked up and smiled gently. "Welcome," he said. "What can I fix for you?" Eli hesitated. Then he said something he had never said to a stranger before. "I don't need to fix a radio," Eli said. "I need to fix my life." The old man didn't laugh. He didn't look surprised. He nodded like he understood. "What's your name?" he asked. "Eli," Eli replied. The old man smiled. "I am Mr. Soren," he said. "Tell me, Eli, what are you looking for?" Eli took a breath and said, "I'm looking for real happiness." Mr. Soren put the radio down. Then he asked Eli a question that made Eli quiet. "Do you want happiness? Or do you want a life that looks happy?" Eli's throat felt tight because he knew the truth. Most of his life was built for people, for approval, for showing, "I am doing well." Eli looked down and whispered, "I want real happiness." Mr. Soren nodded slowly. "Then I will give you a task," he said. "A task so small you may not respect it. But if you do it honestly, it will change you." Mr. Soren walked to a shelf. He brought a small cloth bag. He poured something into Eli's palm. 3 smooth stones. Eli looked confused. "Stones?" he asked. Mr. Soren said, "Yes, 3 stones." He pointed to Eli's right pocket. "Put them in your right pocket. Every time you complain, move 1 stone to your left pocket." Eli blinked. "That's it?" he asked. Mr. Soren smiled. "That is the first lesson." Then Mr. Soren gave Eli a small paper with 3 questions. "What did I enjoy today? Who did I help today? What did I appreciate today?" Mr. Soren said, "Answer these questions every night. And come back after 7 days." Eli wanted something bigger, something magical, something fast. But he was tired of the empty feeling, so he agreed. Now let's learn a word. New word. Gratitude. Gratitude means feeling thankful for what you have. Eli didn't know it yet, but gratitude was the key. On the first day, Eli went to work with the stones in his pocket. Before lunch, he had moved all 3 stones. He complained about traffic. He complained about his boss. He complained about his coworker. He complained about the slow computer. He complained about the weather. Even when he didn't speak, his mind complained. This is annoying. This is unfair. I hate my life. That night, Eli sat with the paper. What did I enjoy today? He stared at the question for a long time. He couldn't remember anything. Who did I help today? No one. What did I appreciate today? His mind went blank. Eli sighed and said, Maybe I'm not made to be happy. But he tried again. On the second day, the same thing happened. 3 stones moved again. Eli started realizing something painful. He was not unhappy because life was always bad. He was unhappy because his mind was always negative. Now let's learn another word. New word. Contentment. Contentment means feeling peaceful with what you have. Eli had money. He had a job. He had food, but he had no contentment. On the 3rd day, something small happened. Eli was walking to work when he saw an old woman struggling with heavy bags. She looked tired. People passed her like she was invisible. Normally, Eli would have walked past too, not because he was cruel, but because he was always rushing. But then he remembered the question. Who did I help today? Eli stopped. He said softly, Let me help you. He carried the bags to her door. The old woman looked at him with surprise. Then she smiled warmly. Thank you, she said. You're kind. Eli walked away and felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. Not excitement, not pleasure, not a short, happy rush. Something quiet, something deep. That night, Eli wrote his answers. What did I enjoy today? I enjoyed helping someone. Who did I help today? I helped an old woman. What did I appreciate today? I appreciated that I can still be kind. For the first time in months, Eli slept peacefully. From that day, Eli started noticing things. He started catching small good moments. A warm sunlight on his face, a child laughing on the street, a quiet cup of tea, a friendly good morning, a small breeze. These moments were always there, but Eli's mind was too busy chasing more to see them. Now let's learn another word, new word, mindful. Mindful means paying attention to the present moment. Eli was not mindful before. His body was living, but his mind was always running. On the 5th day, Eli noticed something shocking. His biggest enemy was not his job, not his city, not his past. It was his habit of comparison. He compared his life to other people's best moments online. He compared his salary. He compared his body. He compared his lifestyle. And every time he compared, he felt smaller. Now let's learn another word. New word. Envy. Envy means feeling jealous of someone's life or success. Eli didn't call it envy. He called it motivation. But it wasn't motivation. It was envy hiding in a polite mask. And envy was stealing his peace. On the 7th day, Eli had a terrible day at work. A client shouted at him. A coworker blamed him. His boss looked disappointed. Eli felt anger rising. His mouth wanted to complain. His mind said, This is why I can't be happy. This is why life is unfair. Then his hand touched his pocket. He felt the stones, and he stopped. He took one slow breath, then another. Eli asked himself quietly, What is happening right now? He realized something. His body was in the office, but his mind was running into fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. Eli whispered to himself, I don't need to control everything. I just need to stay calm in this moment. That evening, he still answered the questions. What did I enjoy today? I enjoyed the quiet walk home. Who did I help today? I helped myself by staying calm. What did I appreciate today? I appreciated that I can still learn. And for the first time, even a bad day did not destroy him. The next morning, Eli returned to the repair shop. Mr. Soren was sitting in the same place, repairing another radio. He looked up and smiled gently. "So," he said, "did you find happiness?" Eli smiled. "I didn't find it like a treasure," Eli said, "but I learned something." Mr. Soren nodded. "Tell me," Eli said. "My life didn't change. My problems didn't disappear, but my mind became quieter." Mr. Soren smiled. Then he said the lesson Eli would never forget. Real happiness is not in getting more. It is in needing less. It is in gratitude. It is in contentment. It is in being mindful. It is in giving. It is in helping someone. Mr. Soren continued. Many people chase happiness like a shadow. The faster they run, the further it goes. But when you stop running, you realize it was walking with you. Eli's eyes filled with emotion, because he finally understood. Happiness was not waiting in the future. Happiness was living quietly in the present. It was in small moments, small kindness, small gratitude, small peace. From that day, Eli still worked. He still faced problems. But now, he had something stronger than a perfect life. He had a peaceful heart. This story teaches us something simple. Happiness is not a place. Happiness is not a price tag. Happiness is not other people's approval. Happiness is a habit of gratitude, a habit of helping, a habit of being present, a habit of noticing what is already good. So today ask yourself, am I chasing happiness or am I practicing it? If you like this story, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you learned. Share it to inspire someone who feels empty inside. And don't forget to subscribe to Meratic Tube for more calm, powerful life lesson stories. See you in the next story.